and welcome to my channel, Single Mom Review. My name is Sherry, and that is spelled C-H-E-R-E. It is spelled a little fancy, but pronounced plain old Sherry. And I'm a full-time high school English teacher and a part-time reseller here on YouTube. And I also sell from the platforms of eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. But today, I'm bringing to you my weekly purse sale. This is going to be a terrific Tuesday purse sale. Now last week, it was supposed to be a terrific Tuesday purse sale, and I ended up not being able to upload it until Wednesday morning. But super early Wednesday morning, so maybe not a lot noticed. My daughter called, and of course I have to get on the phone with my granddaughter. I cannot not get on the phone with her. And then it just pushed things back. So I apologize for that, but I am aiming for a terrific Tuesday sale for this one. I have been snowed in since, let's see, I got off work on Thursday, went to the grocery store, came home, and I have been snowed in since. This is Tuesday morning that I am recording this, and I will post a picture here of the snow that I have. We have about 10 inches. I live about 1/4 of a mile off of a rural road even, and so no one plows my driveway. It's just me, myself, and I. But I have gotten down. Usually my boys are home with their trucks and they go up and down it, and so it piles it down. But I did manage to get down it the other day just to see if I could. Thank goodness no ice, or else I wouldn't have tried it. And so we haven't had school either, so all I did was go to the end of the drive and come back. So I haven't went anywhere else other than that. I haven't even went to the post office. I've got to get there. I may try to do it after I record and get this video ready to upload. I don't know if we're having school tomorrow. So anyways, I'm trying to get to the post office. I've even had my platform sales. I've got to get to the post office. So I'm trying to get there. So please just give me a little grace this time. But you know, in Oklahoma, you don't get 10 inches very often, so we just don't have the equipment here to move snow and salt as it's coming down as fast as it did in 48 hours time, less than 48 hours. I'd probably say 36 hours. And so it's just piled everywhere. But anyways, enough with that. I've been very fortunate. We didn't get ice. We didn't lose electricity. So you know, if it means I have to stay in the house for a couple of days, I'm good with that. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Has been a little lonely, but not bad. I've watched what shows I want to watch and vegged a little. And so anyways, I'm telling you a lot that probably need to wait till story time, so I will zip it here. I do have, I have some items here that I have on. Then I have about 4 pairs of shoes. I have a vintage pair of Coach heels. You got to see these. A couple other pairs of shoes. I have a couple of small items at the beginning, like fun box type items. I have some great purses, so you're going to want to see those. I have a Coach that you just won't believe. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started. If you see anything you like, please send me an email to singlemomreview@gmail.com. I will send you a PayPal invoice. If you would rather pay straight through Venmo or straight through Cash App, just let me know in the email. I can also do either one of those. I do expect payment pretty much right away. I do have some people that will converse with me and tell me, hey, I'm going here. I'll pay you as soon as I get back in a few hours. That's fine. Am I missing anything? Oh, shipping. My shipping is for, I'll try to tell you with the few small items at the beginning what those are, and then once we get into the shoes and purses are $10 ships. Small leather good items are $7 ships, like any wallets or pouches, things like that. And I think, oh, $10 max ship. Get however many items you want, we'll put it in a box, $10 shipping. I will tell you, I do have a 25-piece clothing box that I think I will probably put up tomorrow. And every item in there, I'm doing $5, and I'm doing a max $5 ship. So if you only order clothes, your shipping won't be more than $5, no matter how many pieces you get. Or if you throw the clothes in with the purses and whatever you get here, you know, that it's probably not going to change anything if you've already gotten something from here. So anyways, just wanted to give you a little, tell you that. So anyways, I just wanted to let you know that that would be coming up. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get started. I want to try to get through this as fast as I can. I have on, first thing I have on is this scarf. This is a NWOT tag Chico scarf. It does have some little fringe here at the end. It is like a black velvet, kind of a burnt out velvet. And I don't know if that's supposed to say something or it's just supposed to be burnt out. Velvet on one side, and then the inside is red silk. And this is silk. But isn't that just how it kind of, it looks like a two-tone scarf? I love the red with the black. That is so pretty. With a sweater, that would be gorgeous. Also, the fringe is just beautiful on this. I mean, it is beautiful. Look at that. Like I said, it is NWOT tags. Let me show you here. Here is the Chico's tag. It was originally $44. Let's see. Here is the Chico's branding. Chico's. The shell of it, which is this, is 76% rayon and 25% silk. So this even has a little silk in it. But then the lining is 100% silk. So this is what the burnt out black velvet looks like on one side. Isn't that beautiful? And you can kind of see the red through that burnout. And then you've got the red silk. It's gorgeous. So I'm asking $20 for this, and it is a $5 ship. All right. The next thing I have, last week I had a wool coat that was wool rich. This one is not as name brand, and it's not as quite as long, and it's not wool. But I actually found this in a box of things that I had cleared out of my closet, and you know, I thought, well, this is the prime time. I should have had this out and had it listed. So anyways, it's super cute. I maybe wore it once probably to a funeral of some sort or something, but it's not quite as long as the one I showed last week. This is more of the pea coat. It goes just about mid-thigh on me. I'm 5'4". I think I might have worn this once because there's nothing the matter with it. It has a lot of cute detail. You've got your 4 buttons here. You've got the buttons on the pockets. It looks like it's kind of tailored here. I would say anywhere from a medium to a large. I do have a sweater underneath it. So, you know, that could be adding to it, but the sleeves are more than enough. The sleeves even have a little detail. It does have a hood also. So it will keep you warm. And it does have this little collar that folds down right here. So it is by the brand Metaphor. It is lined. It's made very nice. It's lined. There's the Metaphor. Actually, I apologize. This says large. So it fits right. It's a medium to a large, I would say, because I had this sweater on underneath. It's a large. And let's see here. Where did I see that? Here it is. It is 88% polyester and 11% rayon and 1% spandex. And then the lining is fully lined, is 100% polyester. So it is a beautiful black pea coat. And I am asking $20 for this. $20. So it's quite a bit difference from the wool rich from last week. I think it's about half of the difference, a little bit less than, or a little bit more than half, but it's not wool and it's not the wool rich brand. And so that's why with that. All right, I'll put that over there. Now next I have the sweater here. This sweater, I debated on keeping this sweater, but you know what? I've had it for probably, I don't know, a month, and I haven't worn it. So I said, you know, why am I holding on to this if I haven't worn it? And so You know, I'm kind of trying to tell myself that. And if it, you know, if I don't sell it here and I don't sell it in a listing, you know, I might pull it out and wear it sometime. But I'm just not going to hold on to things. I could probably get myself in trouble if I just didn't have a little bit of discipline. But anyways, I thought this was a beautiful sweater. Beautiful. Look at the scroll. Now I have it, it's a cardigan. You can button it though. It is fully buttoned. It has all the buttons. So you can button it up. So you wouldn't even have to have anything underneath it if you wanted to. I'm not gonna take the time to button it because this would be here forever with you guys. So you could wear it in there so you don't see that. So you could wear it just as a sweater, or you can wear it as a cardigan. It's gorgeous. I love it. I fell in love with it for myself the first time I saw it. And it's black and white. I mean, have a black pair of dress pants. Even these little leggings look cute. Black, you know, I mean, you've got an outfit right here. And the jewelry that you could wear, it's making me want to keep it more. You know, you can wear a long piece of jewelry right here. Really show it off with that cardigan being open. I'm thinking I should have pulled this out. But isn't that just adorable? I love it. All right, so for this, oh, I better take it off and show you. I'm just getting ahead of myself. All right, this is, the coat would be a $10 ship because it is heavy. It's an extra large, and it's by Appleseed. I've never had anything in that brand before, but this is made, it's a nice weight and it's made nicely. And this is 60% cotton and 40% rayon. So it's a beautiful, beautiful sweater. There's no pulls, no staining. It's gorgeous. So for this sweater, I am asking $18. And this would be a $7 ship. Like I said, it's got some weight to it. It's a nice sweater. It's nicely made. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go through the other small things. Oh, I did have this one shirt here I wanted to show you. Lots of times I feel like I don't have a lot of bigger size items. I just don't come across them sometimes as often. And but I'm not a big clothing person either, so I'm not out searching for them. But I had this. It's by Style & Co. I loved the color. It is a 16 petite. It is 95% polyester and 5% spandex. I love this detail right here. It does have the sleeves here that button. I love the V-neck. I'm gonna actually put this on for you guys. How's that? I'm not gonna go through the buttons. Let me see if I can throw it over my head. Should not take as long, maybe. I'm afraid if I start buttoning and unbuttoning, I'm gonna take forever. Oh yeah, okay. So this is a 16 petite on me. So it's not, I mean, I would say it goes to right there, maybe right to the, you know, area. You know what area I'm talking about? It does go, not quite covering all of my rear. There's a bottom part of my rear that's still open or able to see it. The arms are long. It does have this beautiful V-neck that you could also wear, you know, a necklace under there that would really show off a necklace. I love the collar. Like I said, I love that detail. I will add the pit to pit and the shoulder to hem. I will either have that in my description. I'll probably put it in my description box. It's easier for me to edit if I just add it there. But in the description box next to this item number, I'll have the pit to pit and the shoulder to hem link. Ask me in the email. I don't mind emailing you back if you can't find it in the description box. I know sometimes it's hard to click on that more and you accidentally click other things. I do it all the time when I'm looking at people's videos, especially if you have a hashtag or if you have something else that clicks on the hashtag instead of the more, and it's frustrating. But anyway, so just send me an email. But it does have stretch. See that stretch? Oh, I love that about this top. So anyways, like I said, this actually was in that box with that jacket. So I wanted to bring that to you guys. All right, this would also, oh, this is, that might help. This is $8, $8. So I'm not asking a whole lot for it. This would be a $5 ship also. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the little things real fast, and then I'll take this, jump off and take this off. Okay, the little things I have are, the first thing I have is these little earrings here. These are Handmade by Kristy's Jewels. They're little mermaid silver tone earrings. Super cute. If you're going on a vacation, if you live near the beach, and like I said, these are by Kristy's Jewels and they are handmade. These are new without tag, and they are $8. $8 for the handmade mermaid hoops. Brand new without tag. All right, the next thing I have is another thing if you're going on vacation or you live near the beach. I've got this new with tag swimsuit, like a sarong. This is by Marleylilly. Let me show you here. I'm not very good at sarongs. This is 100% polyester. So forgive me if I don't do this correctly. Don't come at me, don't yell at me. I think I can actually go all the way around here maybe. And I'm not very tall. So this is pretty much a full length. If you have it on the bottom of your swimsuit, it goes to right about my ankles. Now I know it looks weird with this shirt, but you know, I just wanted you to kind of get the effect of it. And you can do so many things with these long skirts like this. I've seen, and I don't know if you would necessarily call this a sarong, or maybe it's just a long skirt. I don't know. But it's super cute. I will actually put a picture after this that shows it being on somebody that knows what they're doing. But it is new with tag. It's white, so it would go with any swimsuit. And so for this, I am asking 10, this little cover up. Skirt cover up, swimsuit cover up. I'm asking 10. It would definitely be a $5 ship. All right, the next thing I have is these little Skims. These are by Skims. They are a size large. They're just a pair of black underwear. Skims underwear are so nice. This is like so stinking soft. It is new with tag. This is what they call the Fits Everybody Cheeky Brief. It's in the color Onyx and it's a size large. Skims. This is, let's see, it is 76% polyamide and 24% elastane. So, all right, so it does have a lot of give there. These are nice. So I would probably keep these, but I have to have something, I have to have a little bit more right here, or it hits right at my C-section incision line, and it just doesn't work for me like that. It bothers me. And so for these, I'm asking 10. 10 for those. $5 ship. And I think that is all. Oh, I did want to show, I am bringing these back today just because I have not gotten around to listing. So I want to give, and it's that time of year, and the mermaid earrings and the white skirt with these Gucci pull slides. Whoa, you'd be looking right uptown. So you've got Gucci right here You do have, I will put a screenshot of the actual, where you can see it, but it does have the heat stamped Gucci size and numbers right there. These are called the Gucci Pursuit white slides. They're called the interlocked G's. Here's the bottoms. These are in great condition. To Gucci, made in Italy there. There's really not a whole lot on the footbed. The only thing I did notice was there's just a tiny, right there, it's hardly unnoticeable. So for these Gucci slides, Pursuit slides, they are size, they're size, it says 38 on the heat stamp, and so it's between a 7.5 and an 8. I'm an 8.5, 9. I put these on and my foot did fit in there, but it's definitely more a 7.5, 8. So yeah, they were, I mean, I needed to go up a size. So anyways, these are $85, $85. They're beautiful. Somebody needs these. All right. Let's see. The next thing I have, okay, so I'm going to jump off now. Oh, the slides. If you're just getting the slides, you know what? To anybody that buys the Gucci slides, they are free shipping, and whatever else, if you want to get other things to go with it, free shipping with that too. How's that? We're going to make a special deal on the Gucci slides. Free shipping, and you get other things, they follow along with the free shipping. We're going to do that. Oh, one last thing. Okay, so I'm going to jump off and put another shirt on so I don't keep this on. I'll be right back. And I'm back. And I thought this was pretty appropriate for being snowed in for the last, what, 4 days? Going on 5 days? So I thought this shirt was pretty appropriate. I thought I'd wear that. I did forget 2 other clothing items I wanted to show super fast. I did show them last week. This came out of my closet also. This is an Under Armour. It's Oxblood color. It does have like an orange outline, and then you've got the confetti, orange and like a cream colored confetti inside the Under Armour signal. Now this symbol, this is what they call this is an extra large size, and it's what they call the loose, and it is like a fleece inside. It is hooded. It does have the strings. It does have a kangaroo pocket. It does have Under Armour here right on the, like an orange, like a peachy orange there. And it does have that it is the Storm line from Under Armour. Now, when I showed this last week, it had a small hole that I noticed. I did just kind of tack that. I'm not very good at it, but I thought I'm going to tack it because you know what? People might want something like this that it's warm, you can go outside, you don't have to worry about, you know, something happening to it because it's already got some issues. It also did have a little, I did better on this one. It's just hard to do it with this kind of material. It just kind of crinkled up on me. So I did do a better job on this one. Let me find it. Oh, right here. And that's what I probably should have done with this one. I probably should have went up, down, and I didn't. I went side to side, but you know, it is what it is. When you're wearing it like that, it doesn't look bad at all. But it doesn't have the elastic band like a sweatshirt does. It has the loose band. So you wear it and it's just loose. It's not like gonna stay up here like with a band like a sweatshirt hoodie. But this would be great like if you're going out to run and you want to be warm, but yet you don't, you know, want something that you don't, you know, mind if something happens to it. This would be a great sweatshirt. Be a great sweatshirt to go out and shovel snow, as we're all probably doing right now. Or, you know, whatever, work in the yard in the spring, getting ready, you know, clearing out limbs and stuff from all the, you know, tree branches breaking. It's a great sweatshirt other than those 2 little things. And then it had like a couple of little, I don't know, like a little like just like little, like a thread pulled. There's nothing, no hole there, but like thread pulls. So I'm only asking $8, but for an Under Armour that's, everything's fine on it. I mean, like nobody's probably ever gonna see or notice it, especially if you get your hand in your pockets and all that. Kids put their phones in there and everything else. Nobody's ever gonna see that that's bunched right there, but $8. And this would be a $5 ship if you just got this by yourself. And then the other one is an actual hoodie with the cuffing, like a sweatshirt. It is purple with like a tiger stripe of pink and purple. It is a hoodie with the drawstrings. Your hoodie here has the same tiger stripe look in it. This has the fleece then down in here, like the other one had the fleece. This didn't have any pulls or any, but this isn't that same kind of material. This was more like a dry fit. That was more like a dry fit. This is more just like your sweatshirt material, okay? It does have the kangaroo pocket, and it does have the little waist here. It does have here on the arm, I look at the wrong arm, nope, there it is. Under Armour, like in a beautiful blue. So this one would be 15. It is in great condition, 15. All right, now we're done with that. All right, let's get started. Gonna start with some clearance. I don't have a whole lot of clearance, but I have a little bit. I did have this one little purse accessory. I'm not sure where I found this little baggie. I had it put up, I think, with jewelry, but it's really like a little purse chain. You can use it however you want, but it's just, it's like a marbled, like a cream and tan marbled look little chain, and it's got these two clips so you could, you know, clip it on a purse. I'm trying to look for a purse that I could clip this onto. Okay, so like this. Like that's where you would add it, like something like that. And that's really cute, actually. So if anybody gets this purse later, you might want that little purse charm there. That's cute, and it's $3. $3. Okay, the next thing we have, starting with clearance, let's see. The first one here is this little Tory Burch bow envelope. I know as soon as I put this on platforms, it's going to go fast. This is orange leather, and you've got this patent hot pink bow with the Tory Burch emblem there. It does have this removable, beautiful gold link. I love the links on this. And then the top where your shoulder goes is leather here. So if you know, we're wearing it as a little, you know, with a little dress, there it is. You can, I'm 5'4". With me as a crossbody, it would work great. I think if you got any taller, you know, it might be a little too high. But if you were, you know, shorter than me, I think it would be fine as a crossbody also. But for everybody, you can take, these are removable. See how they're removable right there? So it's meant to turn into a clutch. So everybody could wear it as a little clutch. Hot pink little dress, pantsuit with this little purse would be gorgeous. This is in light new condition. You open it up and you have just one compartment here, and then you have some credit card slips right there. Beautiful. The leather on this is wonderful. Just like it's a very smooth, soft leather. It's envelope, orange Tory Burch. I marked this down. I have marked this down to $38. That's a steal for this little gem. All right. The next thing I have is this Karl Lagerfeld. This is a beautiful Valentine's Day gift for someone with the heart embellishments. It is new with tag. It was originally $198. Look at those heart embellishments. It does have the guitar strap here, and you have the little like a zip around little snaps onto the guitar strap, or you can unsnap it and throw it in your purse, put it on your keychain. You could put your AirPods in here. You could put your cards, your dollar bills, your ID, whatever you would want to put in there. It does say Karl Lagerfeld on it. Like I said, this is a new condition because it is new with tags. There's no call outs. You've got this back pocket here, slip pocket. Your Karl Lagerfeld branding. You have a 2 zip section here on the top. The first section here is your I'm not gonna take that stuffing out. You've got your Karl Lagerfeld branding. You've got some credit card slips, and then you've got a bigger slip pocket here that has the care card, and it does have the envelope and the letter that's signed by Karl Lagerfeld in all of his bags that I've ever come across that are new. And then you've got your front section here, and it does have a slip pocket also there. So for this Karl Lagerfeld, the heart embellishment, perfect for Valentine's, I'm marking this down to $52. New with tag, $198. All right, the next thing I have is these 2 backpacks. The 2 backpacks are my last of the clearance. This is a Victoria's Secrets Victoria Sport. It's black, like a sheer black. You can wear this as, school bag, workout bag, work bag, weekender bag. You can also put it on. Okay. On the outside here, you have a, like they call, a little mesh water bottle pocket. Same thing with this side. You have a front zip pocket here. Okay. And then you have your big interior pocket here. It is red right there. Then you've got this big zipper mesh pocket here. So for the Victoria's Secret Victoria Sport, I am marking this down to $14. $14. That'd be great for some young lady or somebody going to work out or weekender bag. All right, and then the last thing on clearance is this backpack that is the Nike gray mesh backpack. As I said, my son used a black one just like this through his whole 4 years of college, my oldest son. This is another one that you can throw over your back. Could be a workout bag. It's going to get some air to it if you got things in there that might smell. You go weekender bag. Also, like I said, he used his as a book bag at college. And then he would, when he came home or go spend the weekend somewhere, he'd throw clothes in it too. I think he liked it too because it felt like it had a lot of space in it. So this one on this side, it actually has a mesh zip pocket as a smaller pocket here on the side. So it actually zips up. And then on this side, you have just your slip mesh water bottle pocket. The front here, you have just a slip pocket. Slip your phone, car keys. You have also this zip pocket here on the front. You want to put something to keep it more secure. Then this one has 2 interior pockets, deep pockets. So the first one is a double zip right in the middle of the bag. Look how big and deep that is. And you've got your mesh zipper pocket here. So it has a lot of places you can keep a lot of things separated, which is good. And then the back interior is another very deep interior. So for this Nike mesh backpack, I am asking, marking it down to $18 for it. So great prices on those 2 backpacks. All right, the next thing I have, we're going into the regular section. Okay, the first thing I have is a it's a DIY for myself, but when I came across this black leather wallet, I couldn't leave it. It's hard for me to leave leather when there's only like maybe one thing the matter with it that's not really very big. I'm just like, I can't let this just be thrown away as trash when maybe I could do something. As I've Google researched and I've looked at the ID number and the RN number on the inside of it, I think that it is Sonoma leather goods that's sold like at Kohl's and things like that. But it is a beautiful leather. Very, very, very soft. Very soft. Very soft. Okay. It does have a back zip here. This is another thing about this was RFID protected. So, you know, people look for that when they're traveling or when they're grabbing their wallet to go in somewhere. But here's the issue. When I got it, the only thing the matter with it was it didn't have this part of, or it had this part, but not the top part of the snap. That was it. So as I've told you before, I ordered some magnet parts to try to fix some different things. And so I went ahead and put a magnet on here. Now I did take black leather paint and paint it around the edging of it to make it just not look quite as noticeable. Now in that light, you're really noticing it, but in a store, nobody's ever gonna notice that. Okay, when you pop that open, it's gonna look probably like it was made that way. Now that was me in my little DIY experiment, but you can see all of the like the lining where it's saying that it's protected, it's safe. That's the Safekeeper signal or symbol. But right here, before you ever get into it, you have two pockets. You can throw IDs in there if you want to be able to get to an ID easily. Then it opens into a trifold. You've got back here, you've got a slip section. Now this is where it had the Safekeeper emblem, and then it also had the genuine leather with the RN number there. It did have another zipper pocket, so you've got two zipper pockets on this wallet. Then you have another slip pocket here, and then you have a credit card right there, and then you have another slip pocket here, another slip pocket here. You've got more credit card slots there. So it's a nice wallet, and like, look, there's nothing the matter with it. So, but it doesn't snap, but it does give just a little bit of magnetizing there. It's not real strong, but you see how it's there, and then I can kind of pop it, it comes open. But for a leather wallet, I tried my best to make it come back to life. So $8 for a beautiful leather wallet. And look, I can do all this all day long and the flap's not coming up. So it's staying, but it's just not like a snap would be. And then you open it and it comes open. So for this, $8. The next thing I have is this one I had in a drawer that I had gotten a while back, and I just hadn't decided how I was going to proceed with it, but I decided I was going to go ahead and do a little DIY with it also. This is genuine leather. It is one of the smaller wallets, which is perfect for crossbodies and so forth. It's maroon leather, and this is leather, like a navy leather, but the interior is the man-made material. So you know how that happens. Sometimes they do the real leather and then they do man-made materials. The reason I kind of kept it around was, look, I love that. I love the little Kisslock there on the back. So then this snaps open. Now the underside of this is not leather. This is leather, pebbled leather, but the underside is the man-made. So see where it's right there where it bends. Okay, gonna open this up. You've got your credit card slips. You've got a slip pocket there, slip pocket there, slip pocket there, ID holder, more credit card slips. It opens again. You've got more credit card slips, and a slip pocket here. And then you have your dollar bill or papers here, okay? Now, I will tell you, this was also kind of starting to crinkle in the bins right there. You can really see it well, I took my leather paint, or excuse me, I took my leather glue, and I just did a thin coat over the top of that to just try to keep it from not doing anything more. and nothing is peeling. It's staying, so, you know, I don't know. But the leather on the outside and that Kisslock, I couldn't leave that behind either. So, and I just put it over to the side, and when I started doing that black one, I thought, I'm gonna get this out and see what I can do with it. So this is $5. $5 for this genuine leather maroon navy mini wallet. So $8 and $5 wallets, you can't go wrong with genuine leather. All right, the next thing I have is, isn't this cute? Now, when I first came across this, I thought it was a little, like a handbag. It's not. It is by Merit, M-E-R-I-T, and Merit is does some makeup, and this was one of their beauty bags. So you can, you know, put your makeup in it. It's a makeup bag. So you just open it up. There's the Merit branding. It's corduroy, and you throw your makeup in there, and then you tie it. Little makeup bag. You can either tie it once and just carry it like that, or you can, you know, knot it if you want to knot it. It's so cute. You put your makeup in there. It's just like a little makeup bag, but it's very stylish. So for this little Merit corduroy makeup bag, $15. I just think it's so cute. It's so different. This would be cute sitting on your dresser, you know, with your little makeup on it. It doesn't look like just a makeup bag, or, you know, just a pick up and, you know, carry. You're going to throw it in your gym bag, tie it in a little knot, put your little essentials in there. You don't have a big makeup case, but just, I thought it was neat. So $15 for the little Merit makeup bag. Next thing I have is this, as I said before, the quality of this, I'm positive it is not that. It does have this little zipper pull, but once again, it's not the zipper pull I'm used to seeing, but it is in like new condition, beautiful condition, but you can see it immediately when you open it. It's just not the craftsmanship that you're used to seeing with that brand. Other than that, it's all new. Like I said, this came in a lot that I bought. It was just one of the things that was in the, you know, lots of times you only can see the couple of things on top. This was in the bottom. So $5. $5 for that. Let's see, the next thing I have is this Coach. This is the holiday edition. That is the navy blue, and this is coated canvas. It is the Snowflake holiday edition in navy blue. This is in light new condition. You've got your original leather. This is leather. Wristlet. It does have the zipper that goes all the way around the corner. It's called the corner zip. Get your Coach branding here, the little snowflakes. On the blue, I think is beautiful. Like I said, it is in light new condition. It is coated canvas. Here's the interior. You do have some credit card slips right there. Get your tags over there. That is another tag down there, I think with a number on it. So for this little Coach holiday edition, Snowflake navy blue, I'm asking $35. This is a limited edition, $35. All right, the next thing I have is this East Sport camo bag. This was also something I found in that box that I found the pink shirt and the coat, and I don't know. This is brand new without tag. This is before I ever started thrifting. I'm assuming I got this probably in a, I don't know what I got it, where I got it at, or maybe my kids got it, but nobody ever wore it. It's new without tag. It's East Sport camo. Like I said, it is a belt bag. I don't know if I've got this where it would fit me or not. Okay. How cute's that? I love that. And it's got, I mean, I've got it stuffed a little bit so you can see that it does, you can put some items in here. And then you can also, it would also be something that you could, you know, wear right here across your chest, which is super cute. And you can also wear it. I don't know if this is, I've got this. There you go. Like on your back, like that. So 3 different ways you can wear. I always like them right here. I think that's cute. Got your camo, it's like a nylon. Got your front zip here. Okay. Like I said, there is your East Sport branding. Got a double zip here for the interior pocket. And there you go. Big interior pocket. I think this is probably, it's a nice nylon, very nice nylon. So for this East Sport camo belt bag, $12. $12. All right. The next thing I have is this Vera Bradley little wallet. What's it called? The wallet, strap wallet crossbody. Now, I feel like this is black on the outside. I feel like it might be just a little, like maybe lighter on just a few spots. But this, I feel like, is navy, and the interior is navy. I'll show you that here in a minute. So I don't know if it was meant to be a two-tone. I definitely don't think this is navy on the outside, though. And even your zipper pulls are navy. But maybe it is like a black navy, and that's why maybe I'm seeing that where it just doesn't look quite as dark. So maybe it is like one of those, what do they call that? I don't know, it's black and navy mixed. So maybe that's what this is. As I'm looking at it in the light, the zipper pulls definitely look navy, but the actual body of it doesn't quite look navy. But anyways, there we go. And so you've got this Vera Bradley. It is a little bit of scuffing right there. Now this is the interior. Oh, here, let me show you what it looks like on. If a crossbody, if you're wearing it as a crossbody, it's going to go to about there. Okay. Then you're going to open it up. There's a trifold wallet, and see how the interior is navy, and the outside's just not that navy. I think the outside's black, unless, like I said, it's that black navy. You've got a slip pocket here, credit card slips, slip pocket, credit card slips, ID holder, and this is where you can remove this strap and it can just be a wallet. However you want to wear it. Okay, so for this Vera Bradley, we're going to call it black navy. I am asking 15 for this little wallet, little quilted wallet. She's cute. 15. All right, the next thing I have is, this is something that was sent to me to look at, and I did wear it a couple of times. I really thought it was really cute. I really liked it, but it is not that. It is definitely inspired. Little nylon bucket bag. I did, like I said, I wore it and I did like it. Does have the crossbody strap. Or the handle if you want to use it as the bucket bag in the crook of your arm. I'm the only one that used it. I have just a couple little, I probably could get a rag and wipe those little dots right there off. It does have a front zip pocket here. Okay. It does even have on the eyelets, it has it on the clip there. It does have it right there even. I do have it stuffed because it came stuffed to me, so I just stuffed it back. There's that inside, and then there is the interior. there's no pockets, zip pockets. I think that's probably why I didn't last using it for very long. So for this inspired bucket bag, it does have some little cards that go with it. For this inspired bucket bag, I am asking $50. $50. Really cute. All right, the next thing I have is this All Saints little crossbody. All Saints. I think this is like a gray taupe. I've tried to figure out the color on it. All Saints. I think it is like I think it's a gray taupe, or more of a taupe. First I thought it was gray, but I think it's more of a taupe, definitely. It is adjustable and it is going to be removable. I'll show you that here in a minute. So there it is as a little crossbody. Isn't that cute? This is called the Fetch, F-E-T-C-H. It's a little Fetch crossbody, or clutch, because you can remove this, and if you remove it, it's going to turn into a little clutch. All Saints leather is wonderful. It's a pebbled leather. On the back here, you have your tassel zipper pull. You're going to unzip it. There's the back where you have your All Saints right there, and you have a little slip pocket there. Then you have this slip pocket right here. Throw your keys or phone in there. Then you're going to open it up. It does snap here. You're going to open it up. You do have a little, you know, papers or something like there you want to slip there. You're also got the All Saints branding right there. It's branded very, very well. This is where you would slip the crossbody. You would unbuckle, take that hitching post out and take it out if you thread it out of here, if you want to use it as a clutch. Here is the bigger interior pocket. And then you have another zip area here. And then you have credit card slips. So for this All Saints leather, called the Fetch. Oh, I did want to show you. On the corners, you can see a tad bit of wear right there. It's not bad. Like I said, you probably didn't see it any of the other time I was showing you it. But if you get right up close and personal in the light, you can kind of see it. It actually blends pretty well with the color of the bag. But I did want to show you that. So this All Saints bag, I'm asking $49. All right, the next thing I have is this Tory Burch. This is the 747. Look at her. She's huge and beautiful and in charge. Big and in charge. Here it is as a crossbody. Look how big she is. Oh my goodness. Then you also can wear her in the crook of your arm if you want to wear her as a satchel. I love that. What a statement maker she is. You also have this hang tag by Tory, which I don't hardly see any Torys that there's hang tags. This one is gorgeous. It is that same cream leather with a T, and look, it is a key ring. So you can put your keys on here. And it does have Tory Burch on it. It is like a cream and like a taupey gray, a dark gray, taupey gray. This is like a tan. I guess this would be a tritone because you've got your tan here. You also have your Tory emblem right here on the side. This thing is in fabulous, fabulous. I don't know that this was used or set on the floor much. There's no call outs. There's Tory Burch all on the feet, the emblems. The front here, all you have to do is pull this out like that, okay? And then that just slips over. Beautiful leather on the inside even. There's the interior. It is gorgeous. You have the original Tory Burch mirror that comes with it. You've got your Tory Burch emblems there. It's a leather mirror. You've got your Tory Burch emblem there. Zipper pocket here. And then you've got your two slip pockets on that side. I did forget to show you here on the front when we opened it, you had a zipper pocket. So you've got that zipper pocket also. Tory Burch is on all of these zipper pulls. And then the back, I just got ahead of myself. The back even had a zipper before you ever got into the front. Tory Burch on that zipper pull. So for this, these things go outrageously, like $300 I saw some sell for, especially in the two-tone, because there's like a tan and brown two-tone, and then there's this two-tone, the cream and the taupe or gray. So for this, Tory Burch $747, $145. $145 for her. All right, the next thing I have is, oh my gosh, this is the Coach Court bag, and look at the condition she's in. I think it's the mahogany color they call it. There's the Coach hang tag. She is in the most fabulous condition. She is absolutely this leather. It almost feels like a glove tanned leather, but it doesn't say that on the inside. So I'm not guaranteeing that, but that's what it feels like. It feels like that glove tanned leather. It does have this outside pocket. It is the real leather side. All real leather interior pocket. Like I said, this is the little court bag here. Here. You do have it does have a turn lock here on the front. I'll talk to you more about that here in just a minute. It does have the crossbody. The original crossbody is here. It is removable and adjustable. Here it is as a crossbody. Oh my gosh, is that not freaking cute? Oh my gosh, makes me want to keep it. This thing is cute. Oh my. I don't know that I've really had my eye on a Coach that I wanted to keep as much as I want to keep this one. But you've got your little turn lock here. Turn that. Opens up. It's beautiful leather interior. And there's the genuine leather interior also. Look how beautiful it is. You've got a zipper pocket over here. Leather interior there, and then you have your creed down here. It's hard for me to get down there and let you see it. Can you see it down there? I will try to take a picture and put it after this also. Look at that. So for this Coach Court bag, I am in mahogany. I'm asking $145 for this one also. $145. Both of those bags are pristine, gorgeous bags. All right, the next thing I have is this Steve Madden NWOT tag. This is a black velvet shoulder bag, crossbody. You got your SM there in like a rolled silver tone, like a, what would you call that? Like a, it's not a bright silver. It's like a chevron design. Beautiful. Your crossbody strap does have that same silver there. What would you call it? More like a pewter. It is a removable and adjustable. The crossbody is. The shoulder strap is not removable, nor is it adjustable. The clips on the crossbody do say Steve Madden also. So here it is as a crossbody. How cute is that? You talk about a nice little outfit or evening attire dress. This bag, it looks expensive. Here it is as a shoulder bag. Little Y2K style right there. Cute's that. Then you would just have one zipper pocket here on the, or you have your Steve Madden on that zipper pull also. Oh, here is the tag. It is the black Basilia, B-Z-O-I-A velvet crossbody. It was originally $88, the MSRP was. And I'm not going to take all that stuffing out, but you've got your Steve Madden right there. You've got a zipper pocket here. And that's all that you have for the interior. It just has just the one pocket, even though it looks like, you know, it's kind of, there we go. Super cute. That would make any outfit, would jazz any outfit up. So for this Steve Madden, NWOT tag, B-Z-O-I-A, velvet bag, I am asking $25. All right. And the next thing I have is this Karl Lagerfeld. I grabbed this one out because I thought it was reminded me of Valentine's Day because of the strap. So it's all black. It is all black. Both Karl Lagerfelds, if I failed to mention, are faux leather. Just wanted you to know that. Even the one that was in the clearance. So this is NWOT tag. This was originally $178. So this, it has this guitar strap that is in the pinks and the reds. I thought it was perfect. So if you're getting the one for somebody for Valentine's, you might want to get this one for someone else. Be great to wear all year round, but I just thought the guitar strap coloring made it even more so perfect for this time of year. You do have another one of these little I would call them little coin purse AirPod holders. You can also, like I said, you can clip it on your guitar strap, or you can take it off, throw it in your bag. You have a back slip pocket. This is almost exactly like the same as the first one that I showed. The front side here, I'm not going to take all the stuffing out, but it does have a slip pocket right here. And then the back side here has a slip pocket here with the card and the letter from Karl with the envelope. And then you also have your Karl Lagerfeld branding and your credit card slips. So it's almost exactly like the other one, or it is exactly like the other one, except for the other one had hearts and this one's just black with a different crossbody strap. So for this one, Karl Lagerfeld, the camera bag with the red and pink guitar strap, I'm asking $59 for her. All right, the next thing I have is this Brahmin metallic gold. They also call it like a champagne pyrite, but this is what they just call, this is just a tote. It's not the Asher, it's just a tote, but how beautiful is that? Look at that. It is gorgeous. Now this is one that I did, a friend of mine from Florida had sent to me. And the only thing that I really saw, it did have some corner that I really couldn't do a whole lot with. I didn't have this type of leather paint for it, but that one's just tiny. Can't even hardly see that little, this one was probably, had the most little corner wear right there. Was there anything else? I think that was just the only corner that had the most on it, to be quite honest. Yeah, the rest of them weren't bad at all. But the edge coat had just a little bit of kind of rubbing on certain spots. Well, I took that, it's called, it's leather paint, but it was in a color like, it's called vachetta coloring. And I just did along the sides on both sides with that. And I think it actually turned out gorgeous. She sent these to me to try to rehab, to try to do what I could do with, even though these were in, I'm actually carrying the black one that she sent. It's gorgeous. It's a shoulder bag that I'm carrying right now. But I actually was kind of proud of myself because I thought, I think that actually looks really pretty and it flows with the bag, I think. So like I said, that was really the only thing. The handles, everything was great except for, and it wasn't the whole thing, but I just went ahead and did the whole just to make it, you know, all look concise. And I just really think it's really pretty. I love it. So it does have the Brahmin hang tag. You do have a slip pocket here. Another thing I did was I took all the inside, pulled everything out, and completely washed it, hand washed it. Here's the bottom. It's in beautiful condition. There's no place for a crossbody. It's strictly a shoulder bag. But look at that. Brahmin. You just can't go wrong with Brahmin. It is a beautiful, beautiful brand of bags. This is the Melbourne. Let's see here. I'm gonna do the top zip here. I'm gonna open that. Let's see. Oh, this one is not the Brahmin dust bag, but it's just a plain, kind of a white dust bag. So that will come with this one. She even had it stuffed up when she sent it to me. So shout out to Colleen. She's an angel in disguise. So it's gorgeous on the inside now. Like I said, I completely just pulled it out and washed it by hand. There might be actually no, I just think it's the shading on that suede. It's just shade. So you've got this key fob here. You've got a zipper pocket over here. You've got a little tiny zipper pocket here. You've got 2 slip pockets, a place for your pins. It's beautiful. This bag is gorgeous. So for this Brahmin, oh here, there is a little bit of scuffing on that Brahmin plate. It's gonna happen. This Brahmin, I am asking $79. $79. I think that's a pretty good deal. All right, the next thing I have is a Kate Spade. This one is gorgeous. Pebbled leather. This is the Young Lane Mary Beth in black shoulder bag. There's no place for a crossbody. This was it did have an additional feature. It did have a matching, it wasn't all leather. It was the lining, same material as the lining, but it was like a Chromebook, a laptop, like a sleeve that you could then put inside of this bag. So this was kind of called a shoulder bag, laptop tote type thing. That little sleeve is not in here. So the price is, I did take that off of the, when I was comping it out, any that I saw with that, I did subtract that. But these handles were pristine. The bag is pristine. Now there was a few corner like wear, and I did take some black paint, leather paint, and did that. So honestly, now you can't even see where there was a little bit of corner where it all just looks fabulous. Black is something I can do. You have your Kate Spade branding right here, and the corner wear was just like so minimal. Here it is on my shoulder. Look at that. It's a statement maker. And she's a lot of leather, and she's gorgeous. She's beautiful. Beautiful. All right, it does not have any type of closure. It's just kind of an opened. Here it does come with the original Kate Spade what do I want to call this? Dust bag. Goodness sakes alive. And it says, she tucked her coral lipstick away and floated back to the party. All right, and so here is that's what the sleeve was out of, that floral there. So here is the back side. You've got your Kate Spade emblem there. You've got a zipper pocket here, and you've got this big area. Then you have this middle area, and I think that's where, if you were to put you know, a Chromebook, you don't need that sleeve. If you want to set your Chromebook or your laptop in there, let's say that sleeve didn't even fit every laptop. Well, now this will definitely fit about every size laptop. It's that big. So you can put your laptop in the middle, and then you have this other section for your purse items also. You got 2 slip pockets. So it's basically kind of like you put your laptop or whatever in here in the middle, and then you've still got your purse items in there. So for this Kate Spade, Young Lane Mary Beth, I'm asking $72. She's a lot of leather, and she is absolutely gorgeous. $72. All right, the next thing I have is this Louis Cardi. This is something Christina from Stina Resells sent me. She had it in a sale. It didn't sell, and she's at right now in her, with the busyness in her life, she doesn't have time to list anything. So she said, here you go. The same thing that the Merit makeup bag came from her also. So huge shout out to her for loving her friend, sending me a couple items. I had actually bought a bag from her, and so she sent these also. But this is the Louis Cardi. It's a 2-tone faux leather, dark gray and light gray. Now it did not have a crossbody strap, so I did add this. So if you are wearing it as a crossbody, I thought it would be nice to have that little added extra with this bag. There it is if you're going to wear it as a crossbody. You don't have to. You can take that off. This didn't have a lot of wear on it either. If you want to wear it in the crook of your arm, or if you want to wear it as a shoulder bag. How cute is that? This is big enough that you could throw, whatever in it. It's that big. I'm not sure that this was used much, if used at all. The handles are pristine. Like I said, it is faux leather. It is branded Louis Cardi. For a faux leather, it's branded nicely. You got that back slip pocket. The bottom, I love the way it's kind of pleated. It's kind of a distressed gray all through here, and then you've got your 2-tone gray there. It does have one big zip pocket here in the middle. Also Louis Cardi on that zipper. And then we got the interior here. You've got your Louis Cardi branding here. Got a zipper pocket, and then you've got 2 slip pockets over here. This is a big bag. And so for this Louis Cardi, I am asking $15. $15. All right, and then the next thing I have is this Vince Camuto. This is a faux leather, but I thought it was super cute. It's kind of like a little, kind of a laptop little tote. Throw your laptop in there. You have your, where's it at? Vince Camuto right there. So you just, would throw this on your shoulder with your laptop. It's not meant to carry a bunch of things, but it's meant to, be a cute little laptop tote. If you don't want to put your laptop in it and you want to throw your billfold or whatever, super cute for that also. It's your black, and then you've got your gray stripe, like I said, with the Vince Camuto branding there. I don't know that this was used at all either. And then you've got your inside here. It's like a faux raw leather on the inside, and you do have one slip pocket that's a faux leather, raw leather there. Or like a suede. I don't know if you call it raw leather or like a faux suede, something like that. So for this little Vince Camuto shoulder bag tote, I'm asking $20. All right, the next thing I have, I think I have 3 more purses. The next thing I have is this. This came out of my personal collection. I carried this a lot. This is a Brahmin. That's that little purse charm thing on here. I'm not gonna take it off right now. I'm not gonna mess with it. So this is a Brahmin. This is what did they call this? This is not the Melbourne. This is, and these are hard to find. I'll put it on the screen what this is called. I forgot. But I think I maybe saw one online in this print. They just don't have, they don't have very many in this print. You have this Brahmin nameplate there, and I'm pretty sure this is vintage. I have had this personally myself for probably 20 years myself. So this is definitely vintage. So just based on how long I've had it. You have this little tassel, and you have your Brahmin branding or your hang tag there. It also has Brahmin on all of the buckles. It does have a slip pocket here on the back. Here it is as a shoulder bag. This is also like a gold metallic champagne color. Now on the bottom, you kind of can see where it's just, you know, like kind of distressed looking, maybe a little bit of the, still feels super duper shiny, but it's just like maybe a little bit of the shine. And that's just there on the bottom. Maybe a little bit around there that you can see with the light, but when you're not up close to the light, you can't really see that. Like I said, this is vintage. I know I've had it for a good 20 years. I'm trying to think exactly. So, all right, we're gonna open that up. Here is the Brahmin branding. You've got your zipper pocket here. You've got one of those little small zip pockets and two slip pockets with your pen holders there. There's your interior. It does have maybe just a little bit of, I did take it all out and clean it really well, but I think that's just like dinge, just from years of use. It does have Brahmin on the zipper pull. That's a little bit scuffed there. But like I said, I've had this and it's just taken me that long to ever say, okay, I'll let her go. So she's definitely vintage. I've had her as long as I've lived up here, and that's been 22 years. So yeah. So I'm asking $79 for her also. So both Brahmins were $79. All right, the last two. This one is a definite as is. Hopefully maybe somebody can do something with her. This is a Tory Burch, kind of a canvas tweed. It is like a cream and tan vachetta leather. The vachetta leather on this bag is pristine. Pristine. Like, this is like a magnetic. It's like there's nothing. There's not a scuff. The leather is fabulous. Even if you got this bag and took this Tory emblem off and refurbished it on something else, oh my gosh. And it does, I did not realize this until recently that this is a slip pocket. Okay, so it's snap there. Like I said, this is a magnetic little, it does have your, you can snap it on the sides, make it a little bit not as wide, and then you would. This is a beautiful bag. Beautiful bag. Your arm. You could use this as a weekender, a tote, a purse. Now the leather on the shoulder straps is great, but the edge coat had started to come off. Well, I went ahead and just took all of the edge coat off. Kind of made it rough looking. It doesn't feel rough, but I made it just that rough look. I mean, like, it's fine. I just thought it was better than half of the edge coat being off and half being on. And it was in splotches. It wasn't, sometimes if it just is a little bit, I'll paint that little bit and you can't tell, but it was kind of in splotches. So I did that. And then the inside is where I got frustrated and said, I'm selling it as is. Somebody else may have a better idea, but I'm done with it. When I first got it, it had this little, like, I think it is that brown color underneath the tweed. well, it had came through. You got your Tory Burch branding there. And so I could just see that. So I tried to clean it, wasn't cleaning. So then I went and grabbed some Clorox. And so I dabbed some Clorox on there with some bleach with a Q-tip. And it did whiten it a little bit. But then I just looked at it and I thought, I'm going to be here forever doing this, if that's what I'm going to try to do. So honestly, I don't think it's that bad, other than I start looking at it myself. But if you're back here looking at it, it's honestly not that bad. It does have this little spot down here. I did try to clean that, but I didn't, you know, I was more concerned with the other. I didn't spend a lot of time. It's got that little spot there. You do have a slip pocket over here also, but I don't know. The outside, I didn't do any cleaning to the outside, so it may, you know, need a little clean also. Can't tell if there's any. I feel like that might be a little spot right there that needs cleaned. But then I also think it's that tan that's underneath there. But maybe it's not. I don't know. Sometimes I can see it, sometimes I can't. The back, I feel like maybe that's a little bit back there too. So, I don't know. I can start, it's almost like one of those pictures that you look and you see something else as you keep looking at it. And then sometimes I'm like, well, that's just that tweed, and I'm seeing the dark underneath it. But I don't know. So for this, I am asking $49. These sell for $150 easily, sold comps. So I'm asking $49, and then somebody can, you know, maybe you want to dye it. I don't know if you could do that with the leather. Maybe not. I don't know how all that works. But even if you just took that off, or maybe somebody is well versed and knows how to clean that better. Maybe somebody just wants to, you know, carry it like this, because I don't think anybody's going to look in the inside of it and say, oh my gosh, you didn't clean that. So $49 for her. If not, I'm sure if I put her online for $49, somebody's going to grab her. I put a Lily Pulitzer online, that in the process of me cleaning it, the zipper broke. I'm not fixing that. And I put it on there and said zipper broke, and I think they bought it for $20 or $25. It wasn't, I mean, maybe $18. It might have been $18 that they bought it for, but they still bought it and knew that the zipper was broke. So I have no doubt somebody will buy this. All right, the last bag is this Furla. Now, I haven't had any sun to set this out in. I told you guys last time I was going to leave it stuffed, but I set it on a top cabinet. My heat comes out of my ceiling. I set it on a top cabinet to let the heat come down while it was stuffed, and I think it made a huge difference. I really think it helped it a lot. If anybody buys this and puts it out in the sun with stuffed up, I think you'll even see a huger difference. It had just been stored flat for so long. It just needed to be, like, see how much better the sides look just by doing that. It's not feeling like it's going to collapse down. So I was very impressed. Furla there. Shoulder bag. I love this camel, this smooth camel color. It's gorgeous. It'd be a beautiful spring color. It's your bottom. The thing about this one was the corners. That's where it had just laid down for so long. But honestly, you can't really tell much when you're looking at this. When you've got it over your shoulder, you really can't tell a whole lot. It really blends pretty well. But that is the biggest thing I see with this bag, along with right here where the shoulder straps bend down a little bit there. Honestly, again, I don't really think you can see it very much. I just want to make sure I do point that out. But other than that, the bigger part that I think is where this paint rubbed off of the top part of the handles. Now, you probably didn't notice that maybe until just now, because you don't, because it's not really easily to be noticed. Like if it's in the crook of your arm, if it's on your shoulder, nobody's looking up in your hair. But if you could get something very similar to this kind of paint and paint. It's the underside. This side, the top side doesn't look bad. It's the underside. That would make a huge, huge difference. So it is a snap top. It is vintage. So it's done well to be vintage, I think. Get your Furla interior that looks like it's new. Get your Furla branding, zip pocket, made in Italy. You've got your little cell phone pocket from back in the day. And so for this Furla, I'm asking $34. For a Furla, $34. All that leather, she's gorgeous. All right, now we're to the shoes. All right, the first pair I have are these Michael Kors black heels. These might have been worn one time, or they may have been just tried on. Black leather heels. It's your MK on the back. I like the heel. It's more of kind of it's a thicker heel, so it's not just that little tiny heel. It gives you a little bit more support. Here is the bottom. These are, the only way I can tell that they were worn a little bit is the heel. Really nothing up here on the toe, anything. These still got the plastic zipper sticker there. The only thing I can tell is right there. These are a size 8.5, and they are leather upper with the rubber outsole. Probably you're not going to be able to see in there, but there's that. And for these, I'm asking $25. $25. Aren't they not beautiful? All right, the next pair I have are these vintage Coach. Oh my gosh. Vintage Coach wooden block heels. Look at this. Look at the Coach medallion emblem there. It's got this beautiful brown waxy. These are called the Hannah, H-A-N-A-H. They are size 6. They're in great condition for vintage Coach heels. They're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Does have the Hannah and the Coach up in there. I'm sure you're probably not going to be able to see it. It's right up there, I think. Right? No, maybe not. Maybe it's not there. Maybe it's, oh, right here. Made in Italy. So these Coach heels were made in Italy. They're gorgeous. Size 6, made in Italy, vintage Coach heels. I am asking $35. $35. All right, the next pair I have are these Sam Edelmans. These are new without tag, right? Pretty sure these were new without tag. Yes, new without tag, Sam Edelman little slip-on mules. They're like it's almost that same tweed as that Tory purse. Like an ivory and then you have this tortoise shell, faux tortoise shell, like in a pearlized cream with the Sam Edelman branding there. You have your Sam Edelman on your footbed, and then look, it's got like faux snake skin kind of around the snake embossed print around the footbed. Super cute, just a little added. Here's the bottom. Sam Edelman. These are size 8.5 also. New without tag, Sam Edelman. These are the Lavina. They're a beige tweed slip-on mule, and they are $35 also. And they are right there's the right here. And let's see, they are fabric upper, balanced man-made. All right, and then the last pair of shoes, I'm gonna get off of here and let you guys have a break from me, are these Sanooks. I actually had them stuffed a little bit because they were just kind of, you know how Sanooks get. I thought I'm not gonna be able to show those like that. All right, so these are Sanooks. These are in fabulous condition. They're what they call the Donna. They call them the Donna Hemp, H-E-M-P, Sidewalk Surfer Loafers. And these are a size 9. The interior, you got your Sanook there. The interior is good. There's your bottom soles. So for these Sanook Donna Hemps, I am asking, I actually did not write it down. I don't know what I did. So let me, I'll put a price on the screen for these. Sorry about that. Last one, you know, have to do something odd last one. All right, I've kept you guys a long time. I know I talked at the beginning just a little bit, but anyways, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Coming up, like I said, I will have probably tomorrow that 25-piece clothing. Every item in there is $5 with a max $5 ship. If you want to add it on to something that you find here, please send me an email to singlemomreview@gmail.com, and I'll be talking to y'all again real soon. Bye.